I think we should go to the moon Io because it would be a real eye-opener. I'm just kidding.
I think we should go to Europa to just look at the under-surface ocean.
I totally agree because of the ice and the presence and chance of what could be organic material and life. And if we somehow get people there, we got water there already, and so they're not going to get thirsty. So that's fine.
Should we do submarines? What should we do?
I think we should do everything. Free diving, submarines, we should bring rings and stuff, and we should just do everything. And we should just sort of just try and inhabit it and start and create life.
So we'll call the life Europeans?
Yes, we will. It will be European.
Okay.
There we go.
My name is James Dufour, and I'm a student here at Santa Barbara City College. I'm a geology major, and it is my impression that the next mission out in space should probably look into going to Europa because of all the scientific implications that are there, including the possible liquid slush ice underneath the icy crust, which I think, you know, if we could penetrate through that layer and get a probe in there and investigate what's going on down possibly in those oceans, if there's any tectonics or if there's any possibly hydrothermal vents underwater that could be supporting life there. And it's possible that there's an object really close to our Earth that actually has life, and I think it'd be great to check that out. So yeah, my vote's for Europa.
We should go to Europa because the whole purpose, I think, of the outer planet missions is to find life. That's the ultimate goal, and I think we have a better chance there than we do anywhere else. If they have liquid water, which we think they do, that's what we've accepted as being one of the main things you need to find life. So if we think it's there, I think we have an obligation to explore it.
My name is Brian Clark, and I wrote a little paper on a mission to Enceladus. I think it would be interesting to go there because of what we found in the geysers in the southern polar regions, the complex organics, simple organics, and water. And what's really important, I think, is that there's some kind of a heat source, some kind of thermal energy that's driving these geysers. It will be really important, really key to things like liquid water and serve as sort of an incubator to life. So I think it would be very interesting to go there and check those things out. That's about it. Thank you.
My name is Ryan Shapiro. I'm at Santa Barbara City College, and we had an assignment to request or give you guys some ideas on what maybe to look for next out in space. And I know that the topic of the search for life has been very popular among people, and I mean that search could go on forever. I mean, if we don't find it, we could just look somewhere else. So I figured, why not just look for some cool stuff in the process and maybe run into something that might have life. So my idea was to look at Enceladus more closely, the satellite of Saturn, because I know that it has a lot of water on it, and I think it'd be interesting to find out a little bit more about the geologic activity going on inside, causing these plumes to form and this volcanic activity. I also think it'd be interesting to maybe discover some more components that might be on Mars, because if you have water, you have possibilities for other things there as well. And I think whatever you guys decide, I'm definitely looking forward to whatever it is you discover. So, good luck.
I think we should go to Europa because here on Earth, the oceans are some of the most mysterious places, and Europa has a giant ocean filled with possibilities of life. So
I think we should go to Titan. I think it's pretty interesting, and I mean, I think the most interesting aspect about it is the astrobiology. Astrobiology thing about it, because I think it could help us understand Mars even better if that was an early Earth, and help understand our Earth better. So I don't know, everything about it seems pretty interesting to me. Thanks.
I'm David Salvia. I like the idea of combining missions. I vote essentially for the Jupiter mission because we would get the information back quicker than we would for the Saturn missions. I like the idea of doing a computer model of like the perfect satellite to send with everything that everybody wants, and then the teams working together to like reformulate and integrate what they have down to like a really swift, cool package. Anyway, that's basically.
Hi, my name is Marilyn Candee. I want to go to Europa. They all are fascinating. I think that all of them would be. I love watching the space missions, but I want to go to Europa because water is life. That's where everything starts, and I want to go under it and see what's really in that water. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Devin Doll with Santa Barbara City College, and my assignment was to figure out which place I think that NASA should go next, and my choice is Enceladus. And the root reason is because there would be nothing cooler, as you well know, than to find life on another planet. And the combination of Enceladus having those fractures with the heat emanating from them at the southern end of the planet, or the moon, the water that geysers out of it, we know that water is necessary for metabolism. The spectral analysis says that there's organic material there, there's water there, there's methane there. Those things are reactive. Something has to be renewing them. It's possible it's life. If you guys found life, you know it would be the story of the millennium, and not only that, but you know your budget would be guaranteed for eternity. So, go to Enceladus. Good luck.
Hello, my name is Bill Hars, and I wrote my paper proposing that the next flight should be to Europa. I think Europa, has the obvious, interest because of the oxygen atmosphere, but I was particularly interested in the ice field, and with some of the stuff that we've done with refrigeration, I've discovered that once you have ice, that it acts as an insulator, and the lower sub-freezing temperatures on Europa certainly make it unpleasant for habitation, but the source of water and oxygen make it just like a winter. And so the possibilities of being able to explore what the subsurface of the ice fields are, and the possibility that there may be insulation factors of the ice that you could actually melt out rooms and have possible habitation. It just seems so exciting. I've proposed that it would be interesting also to try to set up some type of seismic stations on the planet so that we could try to get some more of an idea of the interior of the planet. The energy source, I don't know that Europa is that active that it would have enough energy, but it would be possible to use some small explosives, or the possibility of impacts would be good. I'd be very interested. I think the possibilities today of trying to bore through 31 miles of ice is probably pretty improbable. But to do some of the coring into the ice, again, to get see if there's temperature changes, and then also to see if the coring would give us some type of idea as to how the ice formed on the moon would be very interesting. At any rate, I'm excited about all of the proposals, and it's just, we just live in such exciting times, and so we'll be watching. Thank you.
All right, I'm Erin OConnor. I am here at Santa Barbara City College, and I wrote my proposal on going to Titan. Because although I am so excited about going to Europa and digging underneath the ice and cruising around and all that, I just think it's a little bit far out and it might take too long to get there and too many missions. I want fast, immediate results. I'm part of this new world where everything's got to be beeping and zapping at me. And so I want to go to Titan, and I want to check out the geology there. And I wrote my paper late at night, and I rambled, and I got all excited about glaciers, methane glaciers. Because on Earth, water, the way glaciers work, you got the pressure, and then you create that little microscopic layer of liquid water because it's under pressure, and that flows around. Now, if you got methane glaciers, that's not going to happen. So the geology or titanology or whatever you want to call it, it's going to be all different. So I think we got to go to Titan and check this out. And sand dunes, the idea of sand dunes made of ice crystals, I'm so excited. Please take me to Titan. I want to go.